This section describes the different methods of displaying information, acquisition modes, and acquisition procedures. This CBT module is made up in accordance with requirements set by STCW 95, code sections A21, A22 and B112 in theory. As this CBT is not an ARPA simulator, it does not meet the requirements set for training on an ARPA simulator as stated in above sections. However, after successful completion on this CBT, simulator exercises meeting IMO requirements for ARPA certificate can be executed at Seagull AS Training Centre, Horten, Norway, or at another approved training centre, offering ARPA training in accordance with IMO requirements. More information about IMO Resolution A823 is available by clicking the IMO button at the top right-hand corner of the page. Basically, an ARPA is a computerized radar plotting system, which can perform radar plotting manually or automatically according to the operator's choice. ARPA is an abbreviation for Automatic Radar Plotting Aid. Computer-based radar systems have been used on board naval vessels since the 1950s. But not until the end of the 1960s did systems for merchant maritime use come onto the market. These systems were well received because of new, more economical technology and good business conditions for shipping. Navigators welcomed the new computer-based systems with enthusiasm, but lacked proper training to interpret the radar display presentations. Today, IMO has requirements on the equipment as well as for training and use of ARPA. It is not by chance that the transition from conventional radar to ARPA has been compared to the pre- and post-radar era on board ships. We can expect some of the same problems, as in that first transition, if proper and thorough training is not received. When it works properly, ARPA is a fantastic tool in the hands of a qualified navigator with proper training. In the hands of untrained personnel, it is a dangerous tool, which can add to the causes of collision. One prime requirement for all users of ARPA is to have good knowledge of the principles of manual plotting, in order to understand the information given by the ARPA. In this CBT, we will present the minimum theory requirements to understand how, more or less, an ARPA operates. On the same principles, it is necessary to obtain maximum usage of the equipment in a safe and responsible manner. Since the first computerised radar system came onto the market, and to this very day, many different ways of presenting the information has been developed, produced and delivered. Today, regardless of graphic presentation, all ARPA systems must be able to present target information in form of both relative and true vectors. Both types of vectors should be time adjustable. In addition to displaying target information graphically, all ARPAs also display target information digitally on the traffic display or on a separate screen. In addition, a number of graphical symbols are used for different purposes, defining stationary targets, indicating navigation marks and sailing routes, pointing out targets that cause alarms, etc. A list of standard ARPA symbols can be found in the IECM Marine Automatic Radar Plotting Aids list. TV, True Speed Vector, indicates the target's speed and course. RV, Relative Speed Vector, indicates target's relative course and speed. TH, Track History, should be provided on request, consisting of at least 4 equally spaced past positions of the echo. PPC, Point of Possible Collision, is the point at which a collision could take place. PAD, Predicted Area of Danger, is the area to be avoided based on CPA and TCPA settings and relative target speed. Most ARPA systems today have 2 or 3 plotting modes: manual, manual acquisition, automatic acquisition. Manual mode means that an operator, by the use of a pointing device, places an acquisition symbol on top of a radar echo and presses a button to tell the computer to register time and position. A few minutes later, the operator must reposition the symbol on top of the echo and press the acquisition button again. The computer will now calculate target information and present the result to the operator in the form of a vector or other symbol. Manual acquisition means that the operator, by the use of a pointing device, places a symbol on top of an echo and presses the manual acquisition button. After some time, normally less than 60 seconds, the operator is presented with the calculated target information. Before an ARPA can be operated in automatic acquisition mode, the search criteria must be specified. Today's ARPAs are mainly 2 different search criteria, normally referred to as the guard ring philosophy and search area philosophy. ARPA operators should remember that most ARPA systems are more sensitive, can acquire smaller echoes, in manual acquisition mode than in automatic acquisition mode. This is particularly important under difficult operational conditions, such as during dense fog, heavy rainfall, etc.